Booth, life coach at Mormon Couples, where I help people who are in a mixed faith marriage thrive, really make the marriage better than ever. So recently I got a text from a young woman leader, and she was really impressed by something I had said to her when she stopped by for a quick visit to drop my kids. She couldn't get out of her head how I talked about my husband. She said it was one of the nicest compliments she'd ever heard a wife pay to her husband. I was really fascinated by this because all I had said in the course of our conversation, our very brief conversation, was he's smart. That's it. I just mentioned he's smart. Now, I have a secret. That is a thought I have practiced a lot. It's not something that just that came without practice. So I want you to know that it takes practice to be who we want to be in our marriages. It doesn't just happen. And I want to talk through how you can make it as spontaneous as I made that happen in that conversation with her. A lot of times we think that we just will naturally love and gush over our spouse. But they are human and they are imperfect, and sometimes they give us lots of reasons not to gush, right? You throw in a mixed faith marriage, and compliments don't always just flow. So, a few years ago, I decided to believe that my husband was fantastic, that he was smart, and that he was handsome. I chose this on purpose. I didn't wait to be inspired to feel that way. I didn't wait for him to prove it to me. I just decided to start telling myself these things. And then I started to find evidence for it, right? But it took time. At first, it was not my default thought. And the shifts due to the faith transition sometimes made it challenging to see that he's smart and he's fantastic and he's handsome. But I was committed to the idea that this was something I wanted to be my default way of thinking about him and talking about him. So over time, it became that with practice, right? It became my default thinking. It became my belief. It became my truth. So when she stopped by my house the other weekend and we had our 3-minute chat, guess what naturally came up and came out of my mouth without any effort? Yeah, I have a really smart husband. It only happened because I have invested a lot of effort to be a wife who talks about her husband in this way. So do you want an effortless marriage? When I say that, do you want to be able to effortlessly speak kind things about or think kind things about your spouse? Do you want to feel that your spouse is fantastic and smart and handsome, or whatever it is for you? You can have that. You can create it, but I want you to know it won't happen on its own. But it can happen. It takes effort, and then it becomes effortless. That's the irony. So let me help you, because I help people in a mixed faith marriage deal with the relationship shift from the faith transition. Is this you? Let's talk. I offer a free, no obligation call to discuss your marriage. All you need to do is reach out and schedule it. Super easy to go to my website, mormoncouples.com. You'll see a large button that says schedule a call with Brooke. And you can go there and you can schedule a call. We can really talk about, what are your current default thinking about your marriage, about your spouse? What is that creating for you? What is it that you really want to be thinking, want to be feeling, want to be creating in your mixed faith marriage? All right, wish you the best.